or worst of all, does drugs, that's a great big... well, you know.
Aw, poor Beulah. What could happen to her?
Well, if the master schedule that's running all this development gets interrupted by substances that shouldn't be there, Beulah may be born before the countdown is over. And that may mean an imperfectly formed brain or body. She might die.
Oh, that's terrible.
But here...
all systems are go!
Right. After Beulah's born, the umbilical cord will be cut, and she'll be left with a... help me now. With a...
belly button!
Now, at T-minus 31 weeks, looking more human-like, as she grows, the uterus, which is really a strong muscle, will grow right along with her. Which way? This-a-way! At T-minus 29 weeks, Beulah's grown to about 2 inches. But by T-minus 25 weeks, she doubles her size to 4 inches. And get this, Beulah's mouth can now make a sucking motion. Very important when she enters the world and wants breakfast. And surprise, surprise, nature is making sure that Mom's breasts are getting ready to produce milk.
The milk that'll be that breakfast.
Right! I love the way this stuff all fits together. By T-minus 24 weeks, Beulah started kicking field goals.
Oh!
At T-minus 18 weeks, Beulah is 10 inches long. The structures of her body are formed and in place, and all she has to do now is grow.
And look how much Mom has grown.
You think it's easy? Try this 24 hours a day. It can get uncomfortable. And every pregnancy and birth is different from every other.
For instance?
For instance, most babies prepare for birth by turning upside down, so they can travel head first through the vagina. But a few babies are born feet first, or bottom first. All different. Now, it's T-minus 14 hours. Beulah's ready, and so is Mom.
You can say that again. I've stayed away from cigarettes, alcohol, and drugs. I've had professional care, nutritious food, and careful exercise. And I am ready.
So now, the moment you've been waiting for.
Beulah's gonna be born?
No, not yet. The other moment you've been waiting for.
All right! Ugh, all this packaging. You don't know what it is, but it's great.
Final stage of countdown.
You'd think I'd get used to this. The final stage, it kicks in. Pardon the expression. Now, inside the package was this delicate little gizmo, right?
Yeah, once we got through all the packaging.
Packaging that was designed to do what?
I don't know, keep the gizmo safe? Oh, like keeping Beulah safe. Huh? See, the packaging has kept Beulah safe, but the hard part is getting the shipment out. Oh, so what happens now?
No one knows exactly how it starts, but somehow nature knows it's showtime! Press the top button.
Initiate birth sequence.
It's so exciting! Mom's body has manufactured living tissue over 9 long months to be the protective packaging. Now, to remove Beulah, Mom's body has to work very hard. Do you think that's why the birth sequence is called labor? The beginning of labor can sometimes be marked by a contraction. That's when the uterus, which I'm sure you remember is a...
muscle!
Right. I talk, they understand. I love it! The uterus has its first contraction, a squeeze.
Oh.
Then a release. It's gentle at first, but over time the squeezes become strong and regular. Mom should call her health professional.
I think it's happening.
Around the world, women have babies in hospitals, homes, special huts, or even the ocean. But she's going to want to go through labor surrounded by people who know what they're doing, in a safe, secure place, and not in a taxi on 8th Avenue. During the hours that labor continues, the squeezes become harder and the rests become shorter. Here's what's happening. Beulah has been sealed inside the uterus by this, the cervix. So the cervix must thin and open. Later, the contractions are stronger, and they move Beulah this far into the vagina. Then the last part of the system starts up. Mom gets an urge to help things along, an urge to push. Come on, honey, you can do it. The bones that form Beulah's skull are purposely not completely formed. They compress a little to make it easier for her to move through the vagina. Labor can last anywhere from a few hours to a few days. But here, we're almost to liftoff. Everybody now, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. She's out, still attached to the umbilical cord. Then there's that first breath of air into brand new lungs. There's the first view of the miracle that's been growing inside. The placenta is no longer needed, so it too emerges. Then the umbilical cord is cut, and we have liftoff.
Phew, that's hard work.
Well, pregnancy and birth are very long and very difficult. But Mom and Dad were prepared, and they're ready for the day-to-day caring and feeding and cleaning up after that's coming up. They've launched the highest expression of the design of life, and I think they will love her very, very much.
You know there's a second button.
Be my guest.
Congratulations, you're a winner! Dr. D sings again!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You can look across the country. You can search around the earth. You will see there is a miracle in every single birth. Way back when the time began, there was a woman and a man, and they made a little something they could hug. And it's gone on for generations, causing great congratulations, those little folks who crawl across the rug.
Mama Pop, she's getting bigger in the width and in the girth. 'Cause inside there is a miracle about to have its birth.
Well, you probably don't remember how from April to November you were living in a tiny little room, and you were safe and you were warm as tiny bones began to form, and your heart was beating loudly by the end of June. Your food came through your belly via pizza pie or deli, protected in a bubble from your head to toe. And while your aunts and uncles waited, Mom and Dad anticipated. But all you had to do was to float and grow. Well, you can check library pages, you can ask all kinds of sages.
Where's a miracle that's happening on this earth? Huh?
Well, it happens in the cities,
Yeah, in the cities.
and the jungles and the birds. There's a miracle in every single bird.
Miracle.
Yes, a miracle in every single bird.